Hi. Hi.
Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So guys, if you're new to my channel, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and do not forget to hit the bell icon. So right now, Jorhat. So we are here for the event, one of the event. So we are here. We are at a room at a hotel. So we are so tired. We're gonna take some rest. This is a room where we are staying. There's a two bed, and this is a washroom. Yeah, I'll show you the washroom right now. So guys, this is the washroom. This is me, my cousin, and then this is another one. Can change our clothes from here.
Jorhat Gymkhana Club. Jorhat Gymkhana was established in 1876. This is one of the oldest clubs in the Northeast. In 1923, tea was discovered by the British growing wine in Upper Assam, and the local Simfu tribals were growing and having tea. And so in Europe, they were having a lot of tea, but they were getting it from China. So when Robert Bruce, the person who found tea growing wine here and being consumed by the locals, he told the East India Company that we can start growing tea here. So when Assam was undertaken, Assam British government took over, East India Company took over this area in 1929. And by 1939, they established the first major tea company in the world, the Assam Company, around 50 kilometers from here. And later, in 1859, the Jorhat Tea Company was formed, the second major tea company in the world. It had a number of tea gardens and all. And so in 1864, they started an event known as the Jorhat Races. So Jorhat races, what was happening? The tea planters, the people who were growing tea here, the executives were using horses for their work. They would go around riding horses to see the fields, the tea plantation and everything. So because they had horses, they started this event known as the Jorhat races, where they would have 1 mile race, they would have steeplechase, and a lot of other events. It used to be a 4-day event with the whole, they used to invite other communities and the local communities to be there, and it was something like a mela for 4 days. So in 1876, they built a mile-long track around 2 kilometers from here, and a club was established there in the middle of the racetrack, and the club was called the Jorhat Gymkhana Club. Why the Britishers, they believed in work and play. That's why they opened up a lot of gymkhanas, because they believed in work and play. After in 1876, it was 2 kilometers from here. In 1885, it got shifted to this present location known as the Sekoni Dhora town. It's on the outskirts of Jorhat town. And they made a mile-long track here also. Earlier there was a track there. They made a golf course here also. Earlier there was a golf course there. They made 8 grass tennis courts. And the front field was used to play polo and cricket. Polo was very popular here. And in 1885, the club started here. This club, like I said, has got of sports activities. Polo is played here, golf course. This is the second oldest golf course in the world outside the British Islands, after Calcutta Golf Course. America started playing golf in 1888. We have been playing golf here from 1876. Your polo was played here. This is the second oldest polo club in the world after Silchar. And this club, we have trophies which are almost 3 feet high. 3 feet high, and they are polo trophies. And they were name written of all the winners. We have got a golf trophies. There are some trophies here. The oldest golf trophy we have is of 1902, known as the Coronation Cup. When King Edward VII was coronated in England, a company by the name of Craig Dunlop gave this cup, a golf cup. So we've been having golf tournaments right from 1902. Then, like I said, there are tennis fields. This clubhouse has got 3 bars, and it has got a cinema. The cinema started in 1919. If you know the history of cinema, the first projector was made 1898. So within 20 years, we had a cinema hall here where in a projector they were screening movies. We have a swimming pool also out here. Earlier it was a pond which had a hedge and the members would swim there. Then over the years, now recently around 20 years back, we built a beautiful pool. And so there's a swimming pool here. It's got a beautiful billiards room which has got two big, huge billiard tables. People come and play billiards here. And uh, and this is also a cultural hub. A lot of history is there of this club. In 1928, the first ever aircraft ever to land on Northeast soil landed on this field. In 1928, Brennan Keaty, the then Pune pilot of that biplane, he flew all the way from Calcutta. He must have stopped on the way. This was his last landing. He came to take the ailing wife of the then director of Tocklai. There's a tea research center. World's oldest and biggest tea research center is just across the road. It is known as Tocklai Tea Research Center. It was built in 1911. So the aircraft came to take the ailing wife of the director of Tocklai Tea Research Center. And we don't have a photograph of that, but it's part of the timeline. We have got records. And we have made a replica of the propeller. I'll show you. We can be seen later. Okay. Then in 1931, on 4th of Jan, Lord Irwin, the then Vice of India, he came down to the club with Lady Irwin. He travelled all the way to this area and they have photograph of his party, his lunch on the club field with the menu and all. And historically, when he came here in 1931, on January 4th, there was a lot of commotion outside. There were freedom fighters were sloganeering. They were Gandhians. And then he asked someone, what is that huge hue and cry? They said there are some people who are doing Black Flag March. They want India to be independent, that's why they're doing march. So it seems he said that the winds of freedom has come to this part of the country also. Exactly a month later, he sat down with an Indian, that's Mahatma Gandhi, in Delhi, on the 4th of February 1931. And that was the first time British, they spoke about giving India freedom. So in a way, he would say that Jorhat was in a way, it changed his mind. He realized that everywhere people want freedom and India should be freed. In 1937, 10 years before independence, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he came down to the club and he wrote a letter to the club. We have a copy of the minutes written there saying that we will allow Panditji to speak, looking at the situation of the country. And Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he came to the club, he addressed the gathering and he urged the European tea planters who are members of this club to allow India to be free. In 1962, the Duke of Edinburgh, Queen Elizabeth's husband, he came down to the club. And he came, actually Queen Elizabeth had come down to Delhi for the Republic Day Parade. That was the first time when monarch had been called to India for the Republic Day Parade after India gained independence. So he came with the Queen, he was the spouse of the Queen, Prince Philip. When Prince Philip, he came down went all around the country for a holiday with his friends. He came down to Jorhat and he came to the club. He visited the club, he got him in a jeep and all photographs. And then he came to Tocklai and other places also. Then a lot of people, this club has been, a lot of movies have been shot in this club. One of them is Iqbal. Iqbal was Shabana Azmi, Farooq Sheikh, and the other actress Nasruddin Shah. And that movie was directed by Kalpana Lajmi. And then another movie, Kukhol, The Prize of Freedom, was also shot here. And a lot of other couple movies were shot here. So this club is a cultural hub. It has got a lot of sports activities. It's got a lot of culture here. And it's got a lot of history here. And it's a huge clubhouse and a huge golf course and a mile-long racetrack is there. So we welcome you all to come to this club and experience the club. Everyone is welcome here. And thank you all for coming for the 143rd Jorhat races, which happens annually in the second week or the third week of March, around Feb March. It's again talking about the Jorhat races. In that we have 4 evenings where we have a presence cocktail, we have a race ball, we have got fashion shows. So we are continuing the tradition till now. But the focus of this races is the pony riding. And the pony, it happens for 2 days with 10 ponies running in each race for 10 races. And you can bet for the ponies, and it's a very nice experience. We have dog shows here. We have a car rally also, which was flagged off today. So it's a club. We have sports also. We have got a golf tournament, we have got billiards tournament, we have got tennis tournaments. So it's a complete 5-day event of the club. So thank you, and see you in Jorhat soon.
Hi.
We're the what?
We're at the venue where we are going to perform
We're just
today.
exploring the venues.
Yeah.
We're so
And
excited.
this is my all I tell.
Several awards including Best Collections at Rock Day Bangalore 2017 and Best Evening Gown at Miss
Hi, so this is my room. See? Hi. Well, I'm enjoying here.
Wow.
This is our cruise. We're going to go for a ride.